Hey guys, what's up? As always, all of my artwork is available digitally on Patreon, and I sell prints on my Etsy, which are both linked right there. So, this is the first video in the series of Elden Ring content. As you can see, I'm streaming, and I'm drawing the map of the game as I play. So, yeah, if you want to come see me live doing this, I do it on this channel all the time. And all of the videos, the VODs, the video on demand, is available under the live tab. So, super easy if you want to just scroll around in there. I will be naming them. I'm going to be editing the titles to make sure that they're more accurate to the content that's being drawn. So anyway, you can tell I'm in Liurnia here. It's actually where I started. So this is like the very beginning. This is a new character that I made that I named the Cartographer. I will be switching characters at a certain point because I just got frustrated. I wanted to more quickly move between areas, and I had all of the areas unlocked. Like here you go. This is where I switched characters because I want to get up to the Moonlight altar, and couldn't get there on my new character unless I did about like 3 hours of gameplay. So scrapped that. But anyway, here we are sketching. This was a lot of fun. Walking around, just experiencing the game, and you know, I had my iPad. That's what I'm drawing on here is an iPad Pro with Procreate open. Just because I didn't want to have Photoshop open while I was gaming and streaming at the same time on the same machine. So, yeah. If you guys want to come see me do this live, obviously I said I do it on this channel. I also am on Twitch, but you know, obviously, if it's much easier to just watch it on here. That's why I multi-stream. The sketching here is done. So I was using a pencil brush at first, but I moved on to a brush that I prefer. Honestly, is just a circle brush with like a pressure opacity. I like the effect that gives me. It's nice and soft, but I can also smudge it to get rid of some of the edge contrast that's created when you have a hard brush that has pressure opacity. The layers that I'm drawing on top of here are something that I did prior to starting the sketching phase. So I had a little bit of decision making to do when it came to how I was going to do this piece, and I eventually decided that I wanted to just stream it and walk around in the world while I drew. And so that's what I eventually came to, but I had first done this little planning phase that I'm drawing on top of, and that's why the colors are already in place and everything. They weren't super accurate because I did a lot of adjusting and a lot of work to make sure that the 3D perspective and the angles were correct in the sketch as I worked. But anyway, here we are. We're doing a lot of the elevations and the weird rock textures on the Moonlight altar. Really, just one of the most rewarding areas in the game, in my opinion. You finally beat Astel after, you know, going through the Lake of Rot and fighting through like almost all of the underground areas. You completed the Ronnie questline. It's really a really, like I said, rewarding and like a breath of fresh air, you know? Finally having gotten here, and then you can explore and you finish the Ronnie questline. You get that final feeling from it. I saw today that they announced the DLC. That'll be fun. The Shadow of the Erd Tree. Just awesome. I'm so excited for the DLC. Because as anybody who plays from software games knows, a lot of the story gets finalized in the DLCs. There's like a lot of the best features of every game are in the DLC, so that is super exciting. And I'm definitely going to be playing that. I might play it on stream, I don't know. They said it's in development, so I don't expect it soon. But definitely going to be playing it. So anyway, let me know. Let me know if you guys have any preferences about like how I come out with this content. If this format's okay, then I'm good. I've kind of put this video off. I don't know why. I don't like doing voiceovers. I don't know what it is about them that I don't like. I think it's just I don't like my voice. I don't like me, you know? I think a lot of people are like that. They don't like hearing themselves. They don't like editing. Like, editing sucks when it's your own voice. That's why all of my shorts are just, like, music now. It's just time-lapse and music. Partly because I wanted to get more of the drawing shown in the video, but also because I just didn't like listening to myself. I didn't like the awkwardness of the stream. But the shorts have been doing really well. I'm excited about that. By the way, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. That's crazy. It's only been like a month. That's nuts. That's most of the reason why I'm making this video, because I feel so bad that there's not more long form content on the channel. There's obviously streams, I know, but there's no like videos. Not enough, at least. So I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys are enjoying the drawing. I mean, I know it's taking a while. I'm sorry about that. It's a big piece. I don't work particularly quickly, which is something I'm working on myself. I'm working on my process a lot. So we'll see. But this is gonna end up being like what, a 15-minute video, maybe a little more. So let me know. Let me know if you guys have preferences. I always love reading the comments. You guys are so nice. You guys are way too nice to me. I appreciate it so much. Sometimes that's what you need, you know? Especially when it takes so long to do these kind of projects. Sometimes you kind of get lost in it. You forget what you're doing, and you forget that people are enjoying what you're doing. It's nice to get reminded of that, so thank you. This game is just so incredible. It's, at this point, I think it is my favorite game of all time. I know a lot of people say that Bloodborne is the best From Software game. I've never played it. I never had a PlayStation 4, so I don't know. I mean, up until now, I mean, I was a Skyrim fan. You know, I always loved Elder Scrolls, so Skyrim was like the game that I grew up playing, I guess, is like, you know, the best way I can put it. Like, I bought, I got a PS3 for my birthday one year, I think, and then Skyrim was like the thing that came out that year in 2011. So that was the game that I played for probably like over 1,000 hours. That game introduced me to gaming, to be honest. Besides like childhood games, I mean, I played tons of Nintendo. My favorite nostalgic game of all time is Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube. That game is incredible. I love that game. But that's like a personal preference. I don't think a lot of people would choose it as their favorite, you know? But yeah. Definitely, I think a lot of people are gonna choose this game as their favorite. It has that going for it. It has that game of the year, game of the decade, even feel, and the DLC. I mean, I can't imagine. Like, I'm really hoping they finalize some of the story points that I am a little more confused on. Obviously, the story is much more cohesive and sensible than Dark Souls was, because Dark Souls was like, what the hell's going on? You really had to go and find the lore and find out what was going on. In this game, it's sort of like that. You have to find it out for yourself, but also they give you a lot. They do a lot of the work for you when it comes to discovering the story for yourself. The item descriptions, the cutscenes, especially the world itself, where things are, how they're portrayed to you. It's all very helpful when you're trying to figure all this out. And that's my favorite part about it, in my opinion. I love that this game is so massive, for one thing, but also so cohesive. It makes sense. If you do have to want it to. Like, I've noticed a lot of people that I don't know if hate is the right term, but there are a lot of people that don't like this game. Not a lot. There are a vocal minority. A lot of them are other game developers, by the way. So I think it's a little bit of a jealousy type thing. But the hate for this game is mostly based on, like, not being spoon-fed a lot of the aspects that make it so good. I throw out all the people who are like, oh, I couldn't beat Tree Sentinel. I saw what he did. I saw him make 3 attacks and then I couldn't beat him. It's like, okay, yeah. You didn't give this game the time of day. You didn't learn how to beat him and then beat him. Like, it's not impossible to beat Tree Sentinel. Yeah, it might take you a day or two if you're, truly just, like, giving yourself the hardest time ever. If you're just not even going to upgrade and you're just going to, fight him with a level 1 dagger, then yeah, it's going to take you a while. But there is an easy mode in this game, and everybody kind of stays silent on it, but that's... you just go get better weapons. You upgrade your stuff. But yeah, I don't even think the combat's the best part of the game, even though it is very good. It's, in my opinion, the exploration's the best part of the game. The world itself, the story's good, but the world they've created is just incredible. I honestly tackled with the idea of making a map for so long because I love the map. I wish that they sold it as posters from the developer, because I don't really want to buy one from, like, a nobody. From some online store that just kind of got the file and then made it themselves. I don't know why I don't want to do that. It just feels weird to me, even though it's not that different from what I do when you think about it, but also it's like, it's very different from what I do. I mean, I actually draw it and design it, so I guess it is a little, I'm hard on myself, but it feels weird to go to a store or like an online store and go get one that's not FromSoftware or Bandai Namco. It just feels weird. But I wish that they sold it, because I love this map. The map that they made fits the style and tone of the game so much, and that's why I struggled so much with, like, the idea of maybe I shouldn't do this map. And I wasn't going to for so long. That's why it took me like a year after the game came out to even start doing it, because I didn't want to. But I started streaming, and I was like, you know what? This is a really good project for this stream, so now we're here. Oh boy. We're here. Oh my god, how many hours in? we're probably already like 50 to 70 hours in. And all I'm doing is sketching. That's how big the fucking world is. Oh my god. The world is just so big. And detailed and incredible. I've started painting at this point. So what we're watching is about a month ago, to give context. So this was like me starting to sketch. That's why I've got like the pencil brush. I haven't switched to the painting brush yet. I mean, it's all rough. It's all loose. I'm just kind of enjoying the atmosphere. That's a lot of the reason why it's taking so long too, because like I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the process. I'm slowing down. I'm having fun with it. So, yeah, this was a while ago. You know, you can see me now. Like, you know, it's just, it is what it is. I'm sketching. It's starting to hit me now that like the project's really big at this point. Like painting is going to take a while, so I'm gonna need to stream quite a bit. I might do some recording sessions off stream as well, just because it's gonna take me that long. But I'm extremely excited to finish it. I'm extremely excited to launch this. So when I finish it, I'm going to be doing a limited time print run of the final file. I'll be doing a limited time. Basically, I don't know if I'm going to do patrons or Etsy sales, but it's going to basically be a limited number of signed and numbered prints. Those will be available after I'm done. So, you know, that information will come out when the video comes out. Obviously, this is all in the future, so I will let you know if you want a print of this from me. But I wanted to do something special for this one, and I might do it for game maps going forward, because I am doing other games. The next one I'm doing is Majora's Mask, which is something I promised my Instagram a while back. So that will be the next game, and obviously, not obviously, but like that is because I'm waiting for Tears of the Kingdom, which I'll be doing on stream as well when that comes out. But I'll let you know what the signed, like, numbered print run information will be when the video comes out, obviously. So that'll be covered later. And you guys can pick one up if you want to. The way that I do prints is very conducive to that, so they won't be physically signed. There's just no way I could handle that. I don't have the money to ship personally. Unfortunately, I don't have the means to ship from where I'm at to all those people. But I basically do a Printify, drop shipping type deal. So they take my digital file and they print it on a poster, and then they ship it for a flat rate. That's how my Etsy store works. So I will be digitally signing them, but I will be doing it by hand, and I will be streaming the whole process of me signing them individually and numbering them individually. So I feel like that's good enough for me. If it's not good enough for some people, then don't buy one. But, you know, I'll be streaming the whole process, so you can come by and say hello while I sign your print, if you want. And as always, of course, let me know if that's something you're interested in, or, you know, I'm always open to feedback about how to handle these things. But yeah, Elden Ring is full force going on, in full swing. I'll be coming out with more videos, most likely, on this piece, doing same thing, same sort of footage, just covering different aspects of the process. Make it sort of a series. And then the final video will be more of the same, but I'll probably do the Procreate time-lapse, incorporate that somehow, and then incorporate some of the stream clips as well, and show a lot of the painting, because I still have to do a lot of the painting, so that'll be a big part of the final episode. And in the final episode, I'll be explaining all of the details about the print run, and where it will be available if you don't want the signed print as well, because that'll just be Patreon, obviously, and Etsy. So I think that's going to do it for me. We're coming up on 20 minutes. We're past 20 minutes. So, yeah, have a good day. Thanks for watching. Consider going to my Patreon and checking my stuff out. There's some free stuff on there, and you can just scroll around. That's the home for all of my art. So, have a good one.